Hello, beautiful people. I'm Chris Maddox. I'm the founder of the Wild Woman Project and Wild Woman Fest. And I'm speaking to you today because I always speak to you at new moon time, and the new moon is upon us. So the new moon arrives on February 15th, 2018, and it initiates a moon cycle which will carry us all the way through March 16th. So that period of time, that moon cycle, is a chapter in which we will see, literally in the sky, on the night of February 15th, a total darkness. The moon is hidden from us. And then night by night, we will witness as the moon waxes and waxes and waxes just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, into fullness on the full moon, the midway point. And then we will watch it wane, and light will disappear and disappear and disappear and disappear evening by evening by evening until we come back around again to the new moon. So this period of time, this kind of going from darkness into fullness and then waning back down, is a kind of chapter, it's a story, it's a movement in our lives. And here at the Wild Woman Project, we choose each moon cycle to take on a theme, which kind of acts like as an exploration. This year, we have been moon cycle by moon cycle exploring different parts of our bodies, because we're aiming at a kind of embodiment, a kind of way of being and living inside of our own skin, inside of our own body, so that we can be anchored in all of the wisdom and the juice and the truth and the grounding that lives there. So often there are ways in which we get sort of pulled out, like sort of mentally sucked out of our own bodies. And our exploration this year at the Wild Woman Project is learning a way of being, so that at any moment, no matter what's going on in our lives, in our world, that we are deeply anchored in ourselves, in our skin, in our bodies. And what that anchor allows is a kind of presence, a deep and abiding presence, so that as we meet each moment of our life, some of those moments will be beautiful and ecstatic and light and bubbly, and some of those moments will be challenging and deep and dark and difficult. And we have it all. That's life. That's part of like the beauty of even witnessing the moon cycle, to watch it go through the dark and the light. That teaches us something about the nature of things. So here, with this anchored presence, we can meet each moment of our life, no matter what flavor it is, with care and with access to the full guidance that comes through our bodies. So this cycle, which is initiated by the new moon in the astrological sign of Aquarius, which is the final of the air signs, the great humanitarian of the zodiac. It's kind of the weirdo of the zodiac too, sort of the eccentric. We are going to tune into, really inspired by that quality of air, the subtle realm of our body. So our theme is My Body Electric. So we're going to really look to our subtle body. So the subtle body has been used in so many different traditions, or spoken about in so many different traditions, from Buddhism, the yoga tradition, Sufism, and beyond and beyond and beyond. The subtle body is simply some think of it like sort of like the energetic currents that run through our body, the electromagnetic field of our body, the channels, the tiny channels of our body, the essentially sort of the esoteric realm of our body. So that is, esoteric means the unseen, the subtle. So for this entire cycle, we're going to be looking to the subtle body the pulsing of the body, the energy body, the layers of the aspect of our body which is not solely physical, the aspect of our body which cannot be seen with the naked eye. But if we're really in our skin, if we're really in our bodies, we can usually feel when the subtle body is responding, when we feel a sense of upliftment energetically, or we feel a sense of expansion or contraction, or we feel suddenly heat in a certain area of our body, etc., etc. So examples of subtle body systems are like the chakra system from yoga, the koshas, which also comes from that tradition. And this cycle, we will be really tuning in to this subtle realm of the body, the energy body, the subtle body. And that really asks us to be really in tune with our whole body. And it invites in actually a kind of activation, a feeling of activation, when we start to recognize that along with our flesh and our bones and our blood and that which is solid and measurable and all of these things, there's also a buzz. There are energetic currents that pulse through us, that pulse through the spaces that we're in, that are constantly moving and shifting depending upon what we're experiencing, what our environment is, what are the sounds in the room, what are we going through emotionally, etc., etc. So we're going to tune into this sort of like profoundly useful aspect of our bodies, our subtle bodies. So you'll notice that in Wild Woman Weekly-ish, which is our free community offering, we'll offer up week by week different takes on the subtle body, different questions, different things to contemplate. And we'll start that process right here, of course, and in our international network of Wild Woman Project circles that are happening all over the globe. So you can check, there's a link below this video. You can look for your country, your city, and you can reach out to the circle leaders listed there directly and join in their circles. And in a circle, you'll experience, a really like a really beautiful experience. You'll have a really beautiful experience. You'll show up and together you will, with other women in your community, sit and you'll explore this theme together. You'll do meditation and rituals and the creating of intentions for the cycle ahead. You'll have, the beautiful experience of what happens when we sit and we witness one another. So those circles can be pretty life-changing. So if you have not yet attended one, look for one in your city. If you check that list and you don't see your city or you can't make your local circle, I've created for you your new moon retreat, which you can download right this minute. And essentially we'll go into a solo retreat that you can do right from the comfort of your own home. And it's a video like this. And I'll go much deeper into the theme and we'll do a meditation and we'll create rituals so that you feel that you're really starting the cycle with intention and clarity. So, yes, I hope you'll join us in this exploration. And one sort of big announcement is, if the idea of facilitating Wild Woman Project circles or moon circles in your community and gathering the women and leading meditation and holding sacred space seems juicy to you and alive and something that you're interested in exploring, we have Spring Circle Leader training coming up. It starts in May, but registration will open on the full moon, March 1st, so like halfway through the cycle. And early registration is recommended. We've sold out the last 7 rounds of training. So if you want to get in there, it's a beautiful journey. It's 7 weeks long and I'd love to have you. Okay, beauties. So I'm wishing you an electric cycle. I'm wishing you deeper and deeper connection to the subtle realms of your being, the subtle realms of the earth, and juicy journeys this cycle. And as always, you can always find me over at thewildwomanproject.com.